Raising your one phone too. Oh, you can, okay. Is this a little better? Yeah. Okay, I will try to, like, so, and thank you, Steve. It's great to be here. Welcome to all of you. It's wonderful to have you all here in support of the Institute for Civic Leadership and our alumni, and especially the extraordinary class, the PI class, the 16th class to graduate from the ICL Intensive. And it's also wonderful to welcome you here to honor our very distinguished graduates, Ann Jackson and Rachel Armstrong. As you will hear very shortly, these two remarkable women have made a difference in Maine. They are two women who ask good questions, challenge assumptions, model collaboration, and simply get the job done. My primary role today is to hand out lots of hardware to the graduates and to our honorees, and we'll get to that very shortly. But first, a few brief comments about the past year at ICL, and second, a few thank yous. So part one, the year in review. I want to flash back a bit to last fall's annual dinner. The presidential election was just over. The campaign had inspired America's youth. We were hearing cries of "we did it." There was the suggestion that we just elected the Messiah. But President Obama reminded us in his acceptance speech that it's not that easy. It takes each of us, calloused hand by calloused hand, to make a difference. It was a very powerful call to personal public service. And I asked then, what will we do tomorrow? Will we mentor a new immigrant? Will we carpool? Will we pick up trash on a beach or a roadway? What will we do? I leave to another day our individual responses to those calls to action. For today, I want to tell you how ICL is making a difference. First, this was a year of great transition. We said goodbye to Helen Grant, our beloved executive director of 10 years, and hired a superb replacement, Steve Schuett. Steve is leading us with new energy and focus, helping us see things differently, and forging new relationships. If you haven't met Steve, you are missing something very special. We conducted 2 fully subscribed 15-day intensive leadership classes, our traditional ICL intensive and our new HLD intensive program, the latter sponsored in collaboration with the Hanley Center for Health Leadership. We will soon have over 500 alumni applying their RPR, Relationships, Process, and Results learning in their workplaces, in their civic lives, and in their communities. We are certainly an empowerment organization. We hosted 3 leadership breakfasts where we listened intently to reminders from Eileen Skinner, Jeff Jordan, and Michael McCarthy that mission matters, that adaptability matters, that getting to yes matters, and that honoring differences matters. Our breakfasts are a very efficient, we have you out by 9:30, and inexpensive way for you to reconnect with ICL. So please join us next year and bring a friend. It's really inspiring. We partnered with my employer, Unum, to host a rousing Team Up for Leadership experiential team building event with the help of our friends at Outward Bound. We responded to the needs of so many facing job transitions in this difficult economy with a day-long forum. This was a couple of weeks ago, and you may have seen it in the news, called Act 2, What's Next in Your Career? And this was in partnership with Deb Gallant and Barbara Basker as participants. Forging new partnerships has been a theme this year. At this year's annual dinner, we spotlighted Mark Friedman, a national leader on opportunities for aging Americans. And this event would not have been possible without the support of the Maine Development Foundation and the Maine Community Foundation. It's Encore Maine, or Encore Me program. In addition to our work with Encore Me, we partnered with the United Way, the Maine Association of Nonprofits, and Common Good Ventures to host a model viability clinic for organizations looking for ways to manage on fewer earned and fewer donated dollars. And there's no shortage of those organizations in our community these days. We have built a thriving consulting business. Our consulting staff led by Paul Mantag and including Laura Moorhead, Suzanne Austin, and Steve Schuett, are uniquely talented at facilitating organizational retreats, executive coaching, and engaging stakeholders in grassroots decision-making. Their work spans all three sectors: public, private, and nonprofit. As you encounter organizational needs in your own workplaces and civic activities, my advice is catch them if you can. They are really terrific. So it's quite a list. Not exactly calloused hands stuff, but hard work done by ICL, helping name one leader at a time find ways to make a difference. So that's the recap. On to part two, a few thank yous. As each of us knows, ICL's programs are possible only through the hard work of our staff, without whom none of us would be here today. And so we want to thank them and also pay tribute to our marketing partner, Ethos Marketing and Design, which contributes countless hours to help us promote and advertise our programs. And of course, none of this would be possible without the financial support we received from our many new and continuing corporate sponsors and a long list of individual sponsors. So thank you, one and all. Because this is our annual meeting, it's appropriate to recognize the continuing and retiring members of our board of directors. The board provides strong strategic direction for our organization. And I want to offer special recognition to Noel Bonham for his service as chair of our Executive Director Search Committee, Pete Baxter for chairing our Governance Committee, Glenn Rudberg for chairing our Events Committee, Linda Boudreau for chairing our Donor Relations Committee, and Carrie Suva for chairing our Alumni Council. And finally, sad apart over losing their energy and their insight, a big thanks to our outgoing board members, Linda Boudreau, Ann Jackson, Lori Hyman, John Chandler, and Jill Dewson. All of our board members, officers, alumni council members, and generous corporate sponsors are listed in your programs that are on your tables. Please look over the list, patronize their businesses, and thank them when you see them. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the new ICL board chair, Noel Bonham. Noel is a member of the Lambda class. He is completing his 5th year on the ICL board and is the state director of the Office of Multicultural Affairs. Noel is a musician, an artist, but the most important talent